Hi, I wanted to make a little video for any of you that are interested in becoming LuLaRoe retailers, and maybe for some of you who already are LuLaRoe retailers and might need a little inspiration or a little information. And I apologize for my cough because I am trying to get over an illness that I picked up on an airplane coming back from Boston 2 weeks ago. I also just flew out to California for LuLaRoe convention, so that did not help me to get any better any faster. But I'm going to talk about at different points in your journey as a LuLaRoe consultant retailer. When I onboarded at the end of 2016, it was late August, received my boxes of new inventory August 31st, which meaningfully is the anniversary date of my father's passing in 1998. So to me, that date was full of meaning. And I took it to mean that it was a sign from him to run with this opportunity and to take this LuLaRoe opportunity and do my best with it. So my first sale, what turned out to be my launch party, was September 1st of last year. And I knocked it out of the park, you know, because I did like $1,300, $1,500 in sales that one day. And I was like, oh my God, what just happened? I was amazed. I was running sales through, we were on the old Bless. We were on the Audrey system back then. My sponsor hadn't even come over yet, and I was hoping she would come over before I did my first sale so that I would know how to do the system. So I had to kind of, you know, dope it out, and I figured it out, obviously. She came over and was super supportive, and I just had this line of people in my house, and people were sifting through boxes. And I had all my boxes in my living room because I didn't even have my boutique. My floor wasn't even installed in my boutique yet. So all these boxes were in my living room, and people were just digging through them and throwing like bags in the air. And I looked 2 months later, I was moving my couch, and I looked in between my couch cushions, and there were pieces of inventory from my initial inventory that were still sitting there in between the sectionals of the couch. So it was crazy. And then September was a very good month. I think because, you know, it's back to school and people were really excited, and I did about 6,000 in sales in that month, which, you know, I had a sponsor that was like a rocket ship to the moon, and she started out her first month and did $30,000 in sales. So I was kind of like, you know, comparing myself to her and going, you know, I thought I sucked. And then October came, and I did I did a couple of vendor events. I had a lot of pop-ups, a lot of excitement. Album sales were great. Started planning some fundraisers. Did about 10,000. November came. Did a huge vendor event through Chamber of Commerce. Did another 10,000 that month. December came, and I wanted to work the first 2 weeks, but because it's LuLaRoe, I really wanted to take the last 2 weeks off and be with my family, so I said no to sales after about the 21st, and I still did $8,000 in that month. So I really, really felt positive, and I knew I wanted a team build, and I already had a couple of people in my downline at that point, and I went into January, and it was kind of like a $6,000, $7,000 month, and February was kind of the same. March was okay, maybe 5,000. April was good. My April was good. Back up at like 6,500, 7,000. My May was like crappy. And I did take some time off. I took my mom to Disney World for Mother's Day. May was like a $4,000 month. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I had all these fears. You know, is the ride coming to an end? I said to my husband, is this it? Is this over? Because May was crappy. And then they announced Disney. And I was like, wow, LuLaRoe collection for Disney. And I am a former cast member. This was going to be amazing. So excited. So I booked a bunch of pop-ups for June and July. Drove down to Florida, did my pop-ups. June, it was a $10,000 month. I was pretty happy with my June. Wasn't back to my 10,000, but I thought, well, it's the summer. I feel good. Then came July. And it tested me. It tested me. Because I did $3,200 in July. And I was feeling lousy. Now, I did take 2 trips. I went to Rhode Island and I went to California. So I was gone for a couple weekends. That is going to have an impact. I also did some team building in May. I signed 3 new people in my downline. And you kind of do get diverted from selling when you're signing people in your downline. Because I do a lot of teaching. I was just so thrilled and honored. A couple days ago, I was asked, or actually it was yesterday, I was asked to do a video for my nearest mentor, Joelle Day, and on her page. And it was about stuff I learned at convention. And I was just nervous, and I was so honored to be able to teach at that level. Because she's got 2,000 people on her team. So I was like so honored. It was a huge opportunity for me. I was so excited. So my husband went to convention with me. We had a ball. And except I was feeling sick, so it wasn't awesome. But I loved the experience, and I've been spending the last couple days kind of feeling homesick for California. And, you know, I'd never been to LA, so I just missed those feelings from convention, how wonderful it was, and the fellowship, and the other ladies. And anyway, we learned a lot of good things at convention, me and my husband. And we saw some of those mentors on stage, and some of those couples who are selling and just selling the heck out of LuLaRoe, doing it together as a family, able to pay for vacations, able to quit their day jobs, able to provide for their kids and be there for their kids. And my daughter came to us tonight at the dinner table, and she said, Mom, I want to join choir at school. And I also, you know, I want to do drama, but there's a lot of obligations. There's concerts, and there's performances, and there might be some travel, and there's rehearsals. And she said, I'm worried because I know you guys work hard, and you know we both have day jobs. I own a counseling practice, plus I do LuLaRoe. And Marina said, I'm worried that if I sign up for choir, what if I can't make all those obligations because you guys are so busy? She's in 4th grade. And I looked at her and I said, Marina, if you want to join choir, Daddy and I will make sure you can get there. We will make it work. But I thought to myself, that is why we want to be on that stage with the other couples and LuLaRoe consultants and representatives of this company that have the top 100 sellers, people who are earning paychecks so they can stay home with their families. So that if Marina wants to do a choral show and it's out in California, that we can be there with her. And that is why I keep getting back on the horse when I fall off. And as a LuLaRoe retailer, you will fall off that horse a lot. You will fall on your face. So it better not scare you to fall on your face. And it better not throw you to have a crappy sale. My husband and I went live the last couple nights, and we've sold. We actually sold 1 shirt last night, which was okay because 1 was our goal, because it was August 1st, and our goal is to sell the same number of the day of the month it is. So we said yesterday we're going to sell 1. We sold 1. We thought, yay, yay, yay. We went to bed so happy. And then this morning, the girl who bought it said, ooh, I have to change my mind because my friends need some money and I have to send her some money. I was like, okay. And then today we got on and said, well, today we got to sell 3 because we need to sell August 2nd plus August 1st. So we have to sell 3. So we stood on here and we did leggings and we tried to jump up and down and smile, and nobody bought anything. You know, and it is so hard to not feel like I'm failing my father, who, you know, like I said, passed away 18 years ago and left behind his legacy, but I feel like I can't live up to it. And it's so hard to feel like I'm not failing my children because we haven't been able to quit our day jobs yet. So we haven't been able to spend as much time as a family as we'd like to. And we have this dream, and the dream is like out there, and we saw it on stage in California, and we saw it among the people, and it's real, and it's doable. And I personally know people who are doing it. But when you have weeks of low sales, sluggish sales, summertime, you're going, man, all I want to do is get back to where I was last October. It is very hard to keep going. And I think you have to know what's going to separate you from the people who quit. And I don't disrespect anyone's decision to quit, because there are goobers all the time going out of business. And it's okay. And you make that decision personally for your own reasons. Some of my friends have had to make that decision because they felt like they were cutting into their family time to sell LuLaRoe. I don't feel that way necessarily, because I have involved my daughter, involved my son, my parents, my husband. LuLaRoe is for my whole family. But I think if you want to succeed, you have to take everything you'd consider a failure and use it to make you stronger. So I'm making this video today as much for me as for you, to remind myself to get back on the horse and to let you know that it's not always going to be perfect. You know, I did a pop-up a couple weeks ago here in town, and I sold, I mean, it was easily $1,000 pop-up, and it felt fantastic, and I was so proud of myself. You'll have highs, you'll have lows. It's all over the place. It's retail. That's normal. But it's been a lot of fun, and I've cried happy tears much, much more than I've been sad. And I'm hitting almost the year mark, and when you look back on the year and you ask yourself, was it worth it? And I am looking forward to the next 2 and 3 and 4 years of doing this. So yes, it's worth it. Even today, when I've sold, I may not be the person who's experienced in winning every game, but I am the one who stays in the game. So if you need anything, if you need any help, if you need a pep talk, just contact me, email me, get in touch with me, and I will help you. I'm here for you. So thank you for watching.